What's the buzz? This is Zeta Beetle, and welcome back to TGIF. In this episode, I'm going to be a little bit more serious than I was in the last episode because the last episode was an April Fool's joke, and I pretty much made my outro unprofessional due to that. So, let us begin. And like with one of these episodes, this is another segment in which I'm gonna have to speed things up. So, I will be doing that right about now. And we're back to normal speed. That was just about a minute that I needed to get that sped up, but honestly speaking, I just thought I'd be courteous and give you as little pain where that's concerned as possible. So in this round, I am going for the challenge to place top 10, damage vehicles with players inside, travel distance by swimming, and completing legendary quests, to name a few. So, I'm just in the ranch house inside of Corny Complex, which at the time was the most changeable location in all of Season 2. Or Chapter 2, rather. I mean, seriously. It went from becoming Frenzy Farm, to Colossal Coliseum, to Colossal Crops, and to Corny Crops, and now to Corny Complex. And, actually, you know what? I don't even know if it was called Corny Crops until the very next season. But honestly speaking, the thing about it is, that was the location that changed the most throughout all of Chapter 2. No doubt about it. I don't even know if it was present back in Chapter 2, Season 4. Jester made no mention of it, honestly. So, there's a pretty big possibility that there wasn't any sign of it at all. He has mentioned that a lot of places were replaced with Marvel locations in that season. So that would definitely explain its absence. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and see. Okay. What I was trying to say is I'm gonna talk about what I'm seeing here instead of what little memory I have and what little Jester told me about earlier seasons. My direct line of expertise is the tail end of Chapter 2, Season 2, during the last days of the season up to the device event, and the Chapter 2, Season 5, which which is the setting of my and 3 other characters' score war, which due to the current operation that I am doing right now, Operation Gigablitz, shouldn't be, but is unfortunately, it is unfortunately suspended. Because I'm just taking off some some clips that are immediately afterwards going to be deleted off the system, and then taking it from there. So I might make a Operation Gigablitz playlist just to show you guys what all I had to do like that, because it's currently a fairly long list. And like there's still more to come. I mean to say, but yeah. And part of the reason why I am even committing to this operation in the first place is due to the fact that I made a massive 4-parter episode in setting the stage that I have yet to upload, but trust me when I say you'll recognize it when you see it, because I made a sped up version of all 4 in the form of a time lapse that I am still disappointed with. And that just so happens to be Setting the Stage Monument time lapse. Yeah, that one. That's going to be split into 4 parts later on down the line, and it's going to be showing you guys at normal speed the process that I used to build the birthday monument. So you have that to look forward to at least. And honestly speaking, where the monument is concerned, I haven't shown you any. I haven't let you hear any of my commentary whilst building the thing, and who knows? It might actually be a little bit entertaining to hear me scratching my head about the whole thing, because I run into a few puzzling roadblocks that that end up being fairly amusing after the fact, but it was pretty annoying at first. Anyway, I'm getting off track, talking long-windedly about the time lapse and how it ties into Operation Gigablitz. Right at the moment, those 2 UFOs, saucers, they don't notice me because they are too busy fighting each other. And one of them shows me exactly what the tractor beam could be useful for, and that is turning anything that you pick up into a wrecking ball, with pretty much the sole exception of players. There's still not much point to picking up players until really it's just like in the highly unlikely scenario that you have a more than 5-person squad. And the only case in which you would have something like that is in a game of Team Rumble. So, yeah. Now I am engaged with this particular UFO, and we are trying our level best to keep above the other UFO and blast them with the energy cannon, because these UFOs cannot aim up. the only attack that they can launch from below is to basically make contact with one another, which is fairly effective when it comes to these guys. But the thing is, it happens to be a double-edged sword. Just as much as you're damaging the opponent's UFO, you're also damaging your own. So here I'm basically just kicking that UFO while it's down, and trying to ensure that my opponent doesn't get back up into the air. But unfortunately, my plan doesn't work, and they are airborne once again. So I foolishly go back into engaging the UFO, and for whatever reason, the impact was so hard that it knocked me out of my UFO whilst the thing was losing power, and I fell to my death. Sorry for the unannounced time warp, but I'm back. In this particular clip, I am going for, I don't know what I'm going for in this one. I'm not sure if it's a clip in particular or just part of the same clip, honestly. But whatever the case may be, we'll see what happens here in a little bit. The main three clips that I know of goes for damaging IO guards, completing legendary quests, swimming a certain distance, and then talking to Sunny, eliminating players with a common weapon, and going a certain distance while gliding. And it appears that I have found the scene which I was looking for in the future episode. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. This happens to be damage IO guards, which is definitely in the second clip. And I finished that IO guard off, and managed to get to both that challenge and the challenge to complete legendary challenges. And yes, I do realize that they are quests. I'm not so stupid as to not realize that, but I'm used to challenges instead. Alrighty. In this clip, which I am fairly certain is definitely separate from the last, I am going for the challenges to travel distance while swimming, talk to Sunny, eliminate players with common weapons, and doing some distance while gliding. Just a little heads up, since there is going to be gliding involved, aside from this right here, I will be putting in yet another time warp because, well, you don't want to see post-round garbage. It's just not very interesting to to watch. Well, I would say that, but a lot of people do get a kick out of watching others play Fortnite and seeing how well they do. But what I'm trying to do here is to just speed things along and get to the point, so that you can spend more time watching me cover said points, instead of watching my opponent duke it out in a build which is arguably more entertaining. But and as I said before, this is an outdated season, so I can't really say that this is a tutorial, as none of these quests exist anymore, and you're already long done with not only those quests, but the entire season itself. So yeah, that's not a place that I'm going to go yet. There's still time. I can still move on to a actual current season that's up to date, and cover some challenges that are in it. But in the meantime, you have Jester taking care of that for you, as well as stealing one of my titles in a practice DVD that was meant for a countdown series to show off his best moments in Fortnite, and just praying like a peacock. He's definitely a braggart in that case. But anyway, let's move on to the round at hand instead of blithering on about stolen titles and my, shall we say, clone bragging almost non-stop. Alright, so I'm up against this Googymon, whoever he happens to be. Apparently he's a character made by a certain YouTube channel, and I didn't realize that there was an alien artifact in the background. I believe this happens to be the final clip that I'm going to be showing in this episode. So, this one is to talk to Sunny, eliminate players with common weapons, and get some distance gliding. So, the distance while gliding is definitely right here, as no other time really seems to fit the bill where that's concerned. I try and see if Sunny is in the same place as she was last time, but she moved down into the sandy crop circle instead. And when I talk to her, she basically brutally mauls humanity with her harsh words, and she's basically saying that she supports the aliens' desire to essentially end humanity in this particular instance. And while honestly I agree in some senses that humanity is really failing in terms of moral codes and all that, it doesn't really justify standing by and letting your entire race getting wiped out by aliens. Because that would include your parents, your friends, that would include you on top of everything. Because, honestly speaking, humans are humans to anything other than humans. So, you're not exempt if these aliens are here to kill humanity. They're gonna kill you. There's no question. If they want genocide, they will not rest until they have completed the job. So, yeah. Now, this is a little bit less than professional, where gameplay is concerned. But honestly speaking, I was a lot less experienced at the time. Alrighty, that seems to be about it for this episode. Join me in the next one where I eliminate players with common and uncommon weapons, get Sloane's orders from a payphone, place welcome signs, hit weak points, collect bars, travel distance gliding, and thank the bus driver. In the meantime, though, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Until then, adios, amigos.